Hello, my dear students. Welcome to your very own faculty driven institute, Resultant. Hope you guys are fine. So, guys, you might have already seen the thumbnail, how to study long hours without getting bored. As you know that your examination is approaching at a very rapid rate now. The September has started. September, October, November, December, January. So you have 5 months left, and maybe you have completed 50% of the syllabus, 75% or 25%, and you need to increase the number of hours we study. So generally we always as a faculty tells you that it's not the number of hours which matter, it's like your target. Like suppose you have taken a target that today you'll complete one particular chapter or a part of chapter, so it doesn't matter if it gets completed in 2 hours or it takes 10 hours. Your target is that particular chapter should be completed. But then also, if you talk in terms of hours, like if you are designated that for 2 hours I'll study this subject, 2 hours I'll study that subject. So the question comes that, ma'am, I'm not very consistent in studying. In a sense, I cannot sit for long hours. And if you talk about the paper, you have to be sitting for 3 hours. So how to increase your sitting habits, and also how to study long hours without getting bored? Like you don't feel monotonous, rather than you're able to study it with full, you can say, that excitement, that enthusiasm and energy. Generally we start with a higher energy. As we proceed, so our energy gets slower down. So how to stay, you can say, active, agile throughout the whole number of hours while you are studying? So we'll be talking all this in today's session. So why to wait, let's start quickly. So guys, welcome you all, as I already told you. And guys, if you are new and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, kindly do so. And guys, if you don't know about me, then you can go through my profile as well. Apart from that, let's start the session. Okay, now see, whenever you're having trouble, you're not able to study for longer hours, or if you tend to study initially 1 hour, you had a higher, you can say, energy, you were able to retain the things, you're able to solve the questions. Then as the hours proceeds, you tend to become, you can say, instead of being active, you start to go into the dormant state. So let's talk about it. See, stay focused when you study. In a sense, like whenever you are studying, make sure that you keep your phone out. Okay, generally we have the habit, we keep our net on, and like, and if anything pop up comes, we are like, we leave our studies and then we check it out, and that checking comes into half an hour, 45 minutes, and you just waste your time. Now since your mind is here, you cannot concentrate on what you're studying. So whenever you're studying, make sure that the phone should be silent and should be kept out. Okay, or if you say that, ma'am, some important calls can come, okay, don't keep it on silent, but at least switch off the net if you're studying it from books and all, so that you, whenever you are studying, during that time you are not indulged into seeing other things. Okay, after that, next comes into picture is eat a healthy snacks before you study. Generally what happens, after lunch, having a lot of food, your stomach is full, and then you study. That's very obvious. You start to feel sleepy, you will start to feel dizzy. It is very obvious. Okay, so generally, and then what happens in between also, when you feel hungry, you tend to eat all the, you can say, those snacks which are not at all good for your health. Okay, rather than that, you can replace it with proteins, nuts. Okay, definitely they'll also provide you energy, they'll provide you nutrients, and you will not, instead of eating those pizzas or that packet snacks, okay, that or that burgers, guys, you think that, oh my god, that's just a thing, health we can look at forward in the later stage, let me get a good rank, let me achieve it. That's true, but it's not only about a good rank, or it will be like it will give you only obesity. The thing is, instead of eating all these things, you're not only ignoring your health, but you don't know, but apart from that, you're not able to focus more, because in a lesser time you start to feel dizzy, you start to feel uninterested in studies. Okay, because you are so much have eaten those bread and all those things, that you start to feel again reluctant, that fine, I'm feeling sleepy, I'll take a power nap, and that power nap goes to permanent sleep, and you waste your time. Okay, next thing we need to do is choose a designated spot for studying. Generally what you do is you lie on the bed, you study. Eventually your backbone starts to twinkle up, you go beneath, then up from that you go and then you sleep. Okay, so what is happening here? What is happening here? You haven't designated a proper spot for studying. Make sure that you study in table and chairs. Keep your backbone straight. Okay, these small thing matters which generally we ignore. Like I told you about the fruits and nuts thing. I told you about this designated spot for studying. If you randomly take a book and just study anywhere, what do you think? Of course, in lesser amount of time, you'll be like, I'll take break. And instead of studying for number of hours, your break hours increases. Okay, that is one of the thing. Apart from that, see, whenever you're studying, the place should be clean, because when it's clean, you get that from inner that you need to study. Okay, so make it sure that aesthetically and practically it should be clean. Apart from that, use a place where like natural light. If you're studying in morning hours, make sure that sunlight is coming and proper lighting is there in the rooms. Okay, so that you don't have to compromise with your eyes and eyesight. Clear? So these small things will definitely, if you'll follow, that will give you good results. Apart from that, mix up task in a sense is, see, let us suppose a theoretical subject is there and you're just reading theory. What do you think? If you read the theory for 3 hours, that's obvious that you will feel like, now nothing is going into my head. I'm becoming saturated. I cannot study. These tend to, this things will develop. Okay, so rather mix it like take a subject which is having theory for 1.5 hours, take a subject which is more into practical. So when you will mix it, that will be good. Take a subject which is heavy weightage and take a subject which is light weightage. So what will happen is both the subjects will get covered in an easy breezy manner. Now you're taking one subject which is approximately 80 to 90 hours, another subject is 80 to 90 hours, and a week has passed 10 days, and now you're irritated that I have been studying it from the past 10 days, but this subject is not getting completed. Okay, so that is the reason you need to mix up the tasks so that you don't feel bored, you don't feel reluctant while you're studying. Okay, next which you think is study difficult subjects first. See, generally what happens, you study easy subjects, and then what happens, you keep difficult subjects in the end, and that difficult subjects doesn't go into the head, and then you start to get panic. Okay, that, oh my god, I studied heavy weightage subjects as remaining, difficult subject is remaining, I have doubt in that, I'm weak in this particular topic, and so on. You tend to say that. So generally first try to study difficult subjects so that you have ample time that you can clear it with your friends, you can clear it with the faculties. And see, whenever you're studying the easy subjects and you have it in your mind, my difficult subject is remaining, my difficult subject is remaining, and you're not able to focus much on the subject, the, you can say, easy subject also that much. Why? Because somewhere in your mind you have that fear or you have that terror of the difficult subjects. Okay, so it's first you should study the difficult subjects so that you're confident. Fine, now I'm left with light weighted subjects, easy subjects, so that will definitely increases your more focus. Okay, you don't feel that burden that, oh my god, that difficult subject is there. Okay, next, if I talk it about play music while you study, see, that is something which I'll say that depends, that varies from person to person. Some people are there who want to be like in a quiet place while studying. Some people who don't want to like, who just have that problem that they cannot listen any voice which is surrounding them, so they put that earphones in their head so that they are like focusing on what they're studying. So that's up to you. I'm a person like, I cannot study with music because otherwise my brain will go to the lyrical part of the music. Okay, but there are some people, so if you find it effective, like if you think that playing music on your ears you feel more focused, more effective studying, you can do it and you don't feel bored. Definitely, that's up to you. That is a personal choice. Okay, last is motivate yourself. Motivate yourself is, see, I told you that every day plan your day a day before so that you don't waste your time thinking what you have to do it. So write down the goals which you have it in your calendars. Okay, and see, take a break. Initially, if you are not good at sitting, make sure that you take a break after every 45 to 50 minutes. Okay, then slowly increase it to like after 1.1 hours 30 minutes, take a break. Okay, so initially, since you don't have that good sitting capability, you can take a break after every 45 to 50 minutes. After that, you can take a, if your sitting habit gradually increases, you can take a break after every 1.5 minutes. Okay, because generally 1.5 minutes is the maximum time that you can focus. After that, you can take a break, then 5 to 10 minutes break, you can come back again and then focus again. Okay, and like give yourself, see, we are somewhere or the other greedy. Like example, if today I've thought that I'll complete two different subjects, one chapter, and I did it. reward yourself that half an hour I'll be using mobile, or I'll be going with my friends for outing for 1 hour. So these small things keeps you motivated. So don't let others to motivate you, rather motivate yourself with the small rewards. Okay. Apart from that is manage your time effectively. See, manage your time effectively is, as I told you, you need to plan, like today I have to complete these subjects, I have to complete these topics. Okay, so that if, let us suppose I haven't planned, so what I'll do is I'll think, okay, what subject should I choose, what subject should I pick up. So half a day of mine is wasted planning what I have to do it today. So first, that's the reason you have to plan your study sessions in advance. Like for 1 week, I'll make sure that I divide the whole time in such a manner that what I should do is I'll bifurcate the number of hours and I'll study. Okay, so if you've planned the whole week and each and every day you are monitoring whatever you have planned, are you being able to execute it, are you following the correct track, okay, then you'll be able to manage your time effectively. Okay, so these are the things which you need to follow, guys, and try to follow it once. I'm definitely sure that this will help to improve your sitting habits, and apart from that you will not feel bored. Okay, so this was a simple thing which I wanted to discuss with you all, that in this manner definitely your sitting habit, in the number of sitting of yours for studying will improve. These small things actually we tend to ignore it, so don't do it. And if you want me to make videos on any other sessions, kindly let me know. Thank you everyone, and we'll meet in the next session.